Hey everyone, we're back. We're going over the AO scan right now. We're going to do the body systems on her because it gives me a bunch of information, and then I can ask her kind of what if these things are going on with her. I don't know anything about her. I haven't asked her any questions. So right now, what we're doing is we're just scanning the whole body. She's wearing a little headset that goes in on the masseter right here in front of the ear, which actually goes into the medulla, which is like the powerhouse and the information center of the brain. And so right now we're kind of scanning over everything. And then what's cool about this scan, different than the Zyto scan, which a lot of oilers are familiar with, is that after I found out what's imbalanced, it's automatically going to send a frequency to tell the brain to heal the things that are coming up out of balance. There's a lot of different things that I do with the scan. For the 4 week program, we do what's called the easy scan. So you get like an inner voice, it's going to go over the vitals, which is more telling me what's inflammation, causing inflammation or dysfunction in the body. And then the last one is a comprehensive, and that one scans over everything and tells me what's going on as well. And then we kind of collect data over the 4 weeks, and then we see how things just kind of disappear. And then at the end of the 4 weeks, I either say, okay, you need to continue doing the program, or I start recommending other things. But sometimes, even while we're going through that, like I might see a bunch of viruses, so I'll recommend some elderberry syrup, or I might see where you're short in magnesium or calcium or something, amino acid, a digestive enzyme that might be causing you to have food sensitivities just because you've been missing that enzyme, or it might be a food that you just need to avoid altogether.
Wow, I'm really curious because I do feel like it's a vibration here. It's
Yeah.
thump, 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 thump.
Uh huh.
And this, oh man, I'm so excited because I know there's some things that have been going on in my body, and I'm really curious as to what they are.
Yeah,
So,
so the more aware you are and the more conscious you are of your body and the things that are going on, the better you are to heal yourself. I mean, like I
right.
said before with the brain tapping, our brain is our powerhouse,
Mm-hmm.
and we have to do is will it. We can will it with thought, we can will it with frequency, and
Mm-hmm.
when you heal on the frequency level, it's almost like miracles happen because in
Mm-hmm.
modern medicine, a lot of things that we've been doing is just a band-aid,
Oh,
you
oh,
know.
zero doubt about that.
Yeah.
Zero doubt about that. This is really
So it's
cool.
cool, Albert Einstein and Nikola Tesla were talking about this in the 1920s, 1940s,
Uh-huh.
and everyone thought they were crazy. If they were alive today, they would literally be leading the pioneer. So there's
Yeah.
med beds that are coming out. There's
I've heard
all
about
these
that.
like egg things that are coming out.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much like Albert Einstein said, the wave of the future in medicine is frequencies. And now we're starting, it's like full circle. Everything has
Mm-hmm.
to go full circle.
Yeah.
Everything has to have like naysayers and not believe it. And
Mm-hmm.
then eventually the truth always comes out.
Yeah,
You
this is
know?
really cool.
So this machine used to cost like 40 grand, and only like functional medicine doctors, naturopaths, and people like that had this type of technology.
Uh-huh.
Now they have made it so that you can just download this app on your phone, get this wireless headset, and you can get it as cheap as $300 a month, or $300 to get the headset and the technology, and then $150 a month to run your own. And you can literally become your own homeopathic doctor,
Wow.
which is kind of what we need to go into. Is like we need to get the
Absolutely.
power back to ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
God gave us everything inside to heal
Yep.
ourselves. It's just all these things that have been distractions,
Yep.
or like
The
all
food
of
we
this
eat,
stuff,
all the things.
yeah, are causing like
Mm-hmm.
chemicals, pesticides, herbicides.
Yep.
All the products that we're putting on our body. I mean, just
Mm-hmm.
all of these things are what's causing things not to function and operate the way that it should be.
Wow.
So
Okay.
once you get all that stuff done, so kind of the four weeks is just getting all that stuff that's like, I guess you could say surface, right? You're
Yeah.
getting all these things off the surface, and then if there is some things deeper going on, I can deeper dive into that and give you a little bit more. Like I've had people go to their doctors and check on things, get some blood work done. I've had people that didn't know they had the MTRF. It's like a gene mutation where
Uh-huh.
you don't methylate D's and B's, and go get that checked. So
Wow.
I mean, I'm not like a doctor here, right? So I can't like really like treat you, but I can give you the knowledge to preventatively treat yourself, or for
Right.
you to go ask the proper questions
Mm-hmm.
to a actual physician.
Right. Well, because our body is designed to heal itself. That's the way the original design was.
Right.
So I'm curious as
All
to
right. So
what
in your
this.
connective tissue, it is showing that you have some problems in your right shoulder.
Yes.
and kind of more into this area, into the rotator cuff some.
Mm-hmm.
And then in your digestive system, oh, it's showing that you have degenerative disc disease specifically coming up in your digestive system. So that would probably tell me that you have pain around this area sometimes.
I do. Well, I have scoliosis,
Okay.
so I have a rod in my spine, and so my spine does an S, and then it rotates as well.
Oh,
So it
and
doesn't.
here in this area?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's causing your digestive issues because this nerve that comes out of the spine there goes into the stomach and all of like the organs of that, and
Wow.
it's showing up. Are you allergic to gluten?
I don't think so.
You have it.
I don't know.
You have a sensitivity to it.
You're allergic to gluten,
Yeah, it's saying
and
that
whenever
she
you
has
have
a
your stomach problems, what do you usually say it consists of? Because of the
Bread.
bread.
I love
yeah.
bread, y'all.
And then in your endocrine system, actually scoliosis is coming up. Cervical neck pain is
Yeah.
also coming up. And then in your lymphatic system, looks like you need more zinc. Definitely B12.
Yeah.
Do you have pretty a lot of energy or not a lot of energy?
I would say I'll have average energy.
Okay.
I like to get up in the morning and get moving and going. Midday, I do need that jolt of caffeine or a nap.
Okay.
But I usually, yeah,
And then in the muscular system, it's showing herniated disc, but that probably has a lot to do with the rod
scoliosis,
and the
yeah.
scoliosis.
Uh-huh.
And then in your nervous system, it's showing that you kind of have some cranial nerves out, some that have to do with the eye
I
and
have
your
been having
ears.
like my eyes. That's so crazy that you say that because I have been having issues with my eyes.
Yeah, it's showing up. It's you have three cranial nerves. Actually, three cranial nerves in the vitals, and then in the system you've got like three or four more that are coming up, which is probably just circulation issues in the brain, which we could when we do the beamer, I would wrap the beamer thing around your head to help move all those artery veins and things
Really?
inside there. Yeah. And then in your respiratory system, it's showing some stuff going on in your sinuses. Do you have chronic sinus problems?
I don't, but I've like the last couple of weeks, I've had like I'll just be washing dishes or doing whatever, and it just starts coming out. I'm like, where's this water coming from? I mean,
yeah, in your sensory system, and specifically you're having something going on in your right ear canal.
really, I don't feel any of that.
And then this is kind of going into the skin, which is saying you're a lot of pesticides and toxicities, stress hormones. Pork is coming up in there.
I quit eating pork.
You quit eating pork?
Well, yeah, I haven't had pork in a minute, but I love bacon.
Chronic. It says chronic pork.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And then it also has cool things like emotions that come up out of balance because things can start on like an emotional level and then manifest into the physical.
For sure.
But in your mitochondria, when we go into the cell, you have a lot of chemical pesticides, herbicides, like nightshades, tobacco, drug medications, like all showing up in there. So you definitely need to do like a full body detox with this, so that all of this stuff starts clearing up because it's like really your cells aren't really functioning that well, and then that can make all of this stuff that's coming out of balance up in here out of balance.
Wow. Well, I'm glad I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got some stuff going on apparently.
Yeah, I mean we all do, sure. You know, and so I always tell people not to freak out about what comes up in the skin because we can heal all of it.
Absolutely.
And then I can do like the ones so that I can send you the inner voice so that you can start listening to the frequency of that. The inner voice one here, we'll do that one real quick. So on the inner voice, it's kind of like a lie detector test. And so just if you just want to start talking, or you can do like first, last name, whatever you want to say. Just start talking.
My name's Ashley Marie Carson.
I work
for Local Vibe. We started this business a couple of years ago, or last year, and been having a good time.
All right, you're good. All right, so now it's giving me that. And so the way that a lie detector test works is like you can't lie. So it's the same thing into there. Like it's just speaking emotions and different things that are out of balance. And then I send you a little email, And then in that, you start listening to the frequencies of that, and then that will heal the stuff that's out of balance. It just came up in that other scan.
Wow.
So there's like 3 ways to heal with frequencies here. The headset automatically, the inner voice that they listen to at night, I tell them to listen to right before they go to bed, so that they get into like kind of like that meditative state, and then automatically their body's going to start healing those things like immediately. And then we also program this little selfie dot, and this you wear for 72 hours, and then this sends the frequency to the brain and tells the brain to heal it for 72 hours after you leave here.
Wow.
And so now I've been doing the program almost 2 months, and a lot of people that have finished the 4 weeks are already like, all of their stuff is just like, if it started out like a list like this, it just gets smaller and smaller and smaller. So then I can either give them a little bit more recommendations. Sometimes it's just they need to detox a little bit more. Sometimes they need the headset. Sometimes it's just some more supplements or something like that they need to take for a little bit longer. And then we just have them keep coming back in until it's all gone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Y'all, cool. I'm in shock. Yeah.
All right. So now I did that. So now I'm going to send you the balancing harmonics. That's the one I like. And then you can hear that through that. And so you would get like a headset and you would play it through there, because that's your frequency. Like your husband doesn't need to hear it. Your pets don't need to hear it. Nobody needs to hear it, because it's just only to heal you.
Whoa.
So it's like really personalized, which is a lot different than the Zyde or the Reich machine.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And so that came from my voice.
That all came from your voice.
Wow.
Yeah. And I mean, I can go into the report and just kind of go over a little bit of things that might be emotional out of balance for you.
Well, we won't do that on
camera.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that on camera. I'm not airing out my dirty laundry on camera, y'all.
I will give a testimony, though. My friend was having some issues with anger, and she normally doesn't have issues with anger. She's normally just like a really go with the flow type of person. And she's like, well, if I wasn't a believer now, I'm a believer.
This is awesome. Yeah. Y'all better get in here. We're going to do some more stuff.